January 9th, 2014. I believe it's the first official Impact of 2014, and we're kicking it off big. And it could also be the last time we see AJ Styles on Impact Television. Uh, Apparently, this was filmed a couple weeks ago, and apparently AJ Styles is now, and by some people's words, out of TNA wrestling. In my opinion, I believe he will come back sooner than later, sooner than we all expect, sooner than most of us expect him to. But well, what's important right now is tonight we see the match between AJ and Magnus to determine the one true undisputed Impact Wrestling TNA World Champion. Uh, we kick it off with Dixie Carter coming to the ring to get AJ Styles to sign the contract and make it official for tonight. She says that uh, she has put it in the contract that this is a no disqualification match between he and Magnus in the main event. And she says she does that to make sure that when he leaves beaten, bloodied, and bruised, and is carried out on a stretcher. He throws around some derogatory remarks towards the what he calls the paper champion Magnus, which prompts Magnus to come out and usher Dixie out of the ring so he and AJ can have words. They go back and forth until AJ tells him uh, to get his head out of Dixie's skirt and wake up. This uh, After that, he uh, he was out. Magnus was outside the ring when AJ said that because Magnus had got done talking and he walked out of the ring. AJ signs the contract and throws it down, and that's throws it down towards Magnus, and that's when he said that comment about Magnus getting his head out of Dixie's skirt. But the first match of the night is a tag team title match for I guess it's a tag team title match. I'm not sure, but uh the Bromans, Jesse and Robbie, along with their DJ Sema Ion, the Money to Bank, not Money to Bank, the Feast or Fire briefcase holder for the X Division Championship. DJ Sema Ion playing the Bromans to the ring, the tag team champions defending against EY, Eric Young, and Joseph Park, who still didn't realize he's a bitch. Uh, Before the match, we saw Dixie talking to Gil Kim and the Knockouts champion Gil Kim and her bodyguard, Lady Tampa. And then after one of the entrances, we see her talk after EY and Joseph make their way to the ring. We see her talking to the Bullmans about something. About 5 minutes or so into the match, they bring up on the big swing where Gil Kim and Lady Tampa are just beating down ODB in the back. ODB is still, according to storylines, married to Eric Young. Eric Young wants to the back to help his wife and leaving Joseph Park to get double teamed by the Bowmans. Uh, and eventually lose the tag team title match. I assume it was a tag team title match, but after the match was over, uh, Robbie goes out and pulls off part of a segment of the guardrail and puts it in the ring, and they end up slamming Joseph Park back first onto the guardrail. Not sure what this was really accomplishing, but I have a feeling that this will probably be something that pushes Joseph Park back into the abyss, as it were. Uh, but Dixie Carter was the one that apparently orchestrated all this. From seeing her talking to the Bowmans and Gail Kim and Tampa. Uh, not sure what she's trying to do, but after the tag title match, we see Dixie backstage in her office. Well, Samoa Joe comes in and basically tells her that uh, he'll be watching. He among others will be watching AJ's back, and basically, if she tries anything to screw over AJ, that he'll be one of the first ones out there. And this makes Dixie a little upset as she puts him in a match. I'm not sure if it's next or if it's later, but she puts him in a match, a quote unquote punishment match, I guess you could call it, but I'm not sure who's really being punished here. Is it Samoa Joe or is it his opponent? Because his opponent is Dixie's uh, nephew, EC3. So who's really being punished here? But that's later tonight, I guess. But we still got that's the first 30 minutes or so of Impact Wrestling. First, a very good opening, very good opening match, opening segment, and very good segment between Joe and Dixie. So I'm looking forward to a pretty good rest of the show. So let's see how the rest of it turns out. We come back to Impact and we have James Storm in the wing, but before we find out what he has to say, we're backstage to uh well a bit well uh they replay the double team of move from the Bowmans on Joseph Park, which I just noticed was basically a heart attack, which was the move that the Bret Hart and Jim Neidhart used to use for the finisher. It's the Hart Foundation. What they but this time Joseph Park landed back the back of his head and his back landed on the guardrail that was laying on the mat. So if he's I'm guessing they're gonna tease the fact that he's busted open or something. So he like morphs into abyss or whatever. But after that we see Eric Young killing out his wife ODB out of the building, apparently to get medical attention. And he runs into the icon Sting, who's making his way into the building, and comes up with a correct assumption that Dixie Carter had something to do with ODB being basically unconscious. Uh, then we go back to the ring where James Storm calls out his, I guess now you could say, former tag team partner, Gunner, who is still in possession of the Feast of Fire World title match. But Money in the Bank, not Money in the Bank, the Feast of Fire World title match briefcase. Gunner still holds it, and he comes out when Storm calls for him, and they basically end up agreeing to a one-on-one match with the briefcase on a pole, basically. And I'm not sure what that's gonna be. I'm guessing next week when they do Genesis next week on free TV, a special Impact Genesis edition. Uh, but then we go backstage. Well, Samoa Joe looks like he's getting ready to come out, but gets jumped from behind by EC3. So I'm guessing that he gets jumped backstage by EC3. So I'm guessing when we come back from commercial, that's the next match. So let's see how EC3 fails against a man the stature of Samoa Joe. Let's get back to it. The Samoa Joe EC3 match didn't last very long. As Samoa Joe looked like he was about to hit the muscle buster. He had EC3 perched up on the corner when Rockstar Spud came out and grabbed his foot, distracting Samoa Joe, who went after Spud, went after the chief of staff, but unfortunately turned his back on EC3, who grabbed a wrench, I guess, from under the ring, and drove it into the back of the knee of Samoa Joe, uh, uh, which eventually led to a led to the match being thrown out by the referee. Joe went after Spud again, and after he was down, he didn't go after him again, but after he was down, uh, uh, EC3 hit him again with the wrench and the knee, and uh, Joe, I guess, has officially been taken out of commission, at least for tonight. And the so-called friends of AJ are not doing very well right now. I guess that's why they took out a bit. That's why they took out Joseph Park, feeling that Abyss would come back and uh, help AJ Styles. Samoa Joe's down, ODB, and Eric Young are out of here. So who's gonna be left to help AJ? I'm not sure how this is gonna turn out, but I think I kind of like it. Team Dixie is on a roll right now, and it's just gonna get better. Let's see how the rest of the show continues. We come back to Impact Wrestling, and we go backstage where it looks like another pair of AJ friends of AJ have been taken out. The Gunstorm, uh, Gutter and James Storm both knocked out in the back. It looks like they were hit in the head with beer bottles. And Sting walks up and finds them being examined by the medical team. He then goes. He then walks outside where he runs into Dixie. Well, when he and basically accuses her of orchestrating all the attacks that have been happening so far. ODB is on her way to get on her way to the hospital. Samoa Joe's getting an MRI on his knee, and Joseph Park is apparently out of it at the moment, and now the Gunstorm is down as well. So Sting apparently accusing Dixie Carter of orchestrating all this, uh, but she basically denies it and says that tonight he needs to focus on his match that he's in, and she'll apparently will tell him who it is later. But apparently Sting is in a match, so should be interesting to see how the rest of the show plays out. We got another hour or so left, so let's see how the rest of Impact Wrestling continues as Kurt Angle makes his way to the ring. He's ordered a cage to be set up, and he's challenging anyone to meet him inside the cage. So let's see who answers the call. We come back to Impact Wrestling, and we go backstage where it looks like another pair of friends of AJ have been taken out. The Gunstorm, Gutter and James Storm both knocked out in the back. It looks like they were hit in the head with beer bottles, and Sting walks up and finds them being examined by the medical team. He then walks outside where he runs into Dixie. When he and basically accuses her of orchestrating all the attacks that have been happening so far. ODB is on her way to get on her way to the hospital. Samoa Joe's getting an MRI on his knee, and Joseph Park is apparently out of it at the moment, and now the Gunstorm is down as well. So Sting apparently accusing Dixie Carter of orchestrating all this, but she basically denies it and says that tonight he needs to focus on his match that he's in, and she'll apparently will tell him who it is later. But apparently Sting is in a match, so should be interesting to see how the rest of the show plays out. We got another hour or so left. So let's see how the rest of Impact Wrestling continues as Kurt Angle makes his way to the ring. He's ordered a cage to be set up, and he's challenging anyone to meet him inside the cage. So let's see who answers the call. We come back to Impact Wrestling. Well, I thought we were gonna have the match a week early with Bobby Roode and Kurt Angle in the cage, but instead Bobby Roode, after teasing the fact that he was gonna get in the cage, decided that he was gonna wait till next week. But he did introduce who Kurt Angle's opponent would be, or should I say opponents, as it was two the two members, Christopher Daniels and Kazarian, the two members of the Bad Influence of Professional Wrestling, taking up Kurt Angle on his offer to step inside the cage. But this time it was 2 against 1, and for a little while it looked like Kazarian and Daniels were in control until Angle caught Kazarian on the top rope and hit a German suplex from the top rope, which tossed Kazarian back into Daniels. After that, Angle tossed Daniels into the side of the cage, taking him out of the game, and which was followed up by an Angle slam on Kazarian for the 1-2-3. Kurt Angle survives the 2-on-1 cage match. After Kurt Angle's celebration, we go backstage, back to the Dixie Carter's office, where Bobby Roode comes in and she's screaming at someone on the phone to leave the cage up for the next match. When Bobby Roode comes into the office, she explains to him that he's gonna be in a match tonight, in a cage match. He assumes it's gonna be against Kurt Angle after what just happened. He says he doesn't want to do it that way. Well, Angle's already hurt, but she tells him that it's not against Angle, it's against the Icon Sting, and he gets visibly bent out of shape, and she calms him down by telling him that she has him covered, whatever that means. She has him covered tonight, and she needs him to be a team player, be a part, in my words, but it's my words now, be a part of Team Dixie, and do what she's asking him to. I'm not sure what that means by what she means when she says she has him covered, but we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. So let's get back to Impact and see how the rest of the show continues. We come back to Impact, and we see Anderson inside of a church where Bully Ray is sitting in one of the pews, and he basically ends up challenging Anderson to a match next Thursday for Genesis, and it's apparently some kind of special stipulation match. Well, Bully tells Anderson to look inside the casket that's behind him, that's behind Anderson. Anderson looks, and he pulls out 2 objects. I'm not sure what they were. I couldn't really tell what they were. I'm not sure what kind of match he was suggesting, but it should be interesting to watch. Next Thursday, it's Impact Wrestling brings us Genesis. But coming up next, but after that, we see Sting backstage talking to Dixie, and Dixie basically shuts down his whole plan to help AJ by reminding him that his contract is running out, and she's not really sure she wants to sign him again. So apparently, his contract basically hangs in the balance right now, and it basically stopped Sting from anything he was gonna do tonight. So AJ's all alone tonight in the no DQ match, but That match is coming up next. The main event for the World Heavyweight Championship. Who will be the one true world champion? I know we all probably, anyone watching this probably already knows, but and I already know, but I'm still looking forward to a good match. So let's see how Impact Wrestling for AJ Styles turns out. It was Sting and AJ Styles versus the World. It seemed as the World title match got underway. Uh, the Team Dixie was heavily involved. I can't say the word heavenly. I can't say the word heavily involved in the, the match as Rockstar Spud and EC3 came out first to help Magnus win. Magnus basically stood back and let Rockstar Spud and EC3 double team and destroy AJ. But that didn't. When that didn't work, the Ballmans came out, and this led to Sting coming out to help out AJ. But the numbers were too much as Ballmans and Ballmans Rockstar Spud, Sema Ion, and EC3, along with Magnus, orchestrated a six-man beatdown, six on two beatdown, and then they were accompanied. When that didn't work, they were accompanied by the bad influence of professional wrestling, Christopher Daniels and Kazarian, followed by Bobby Roode, who hit two, not hit two, but three, what looked like to me attitude adjustments, but I'm sure he has a different name for it. But he had three of those, which eventually led to the 1, 2, 3 from Magnus. AJ looked like he was gonna win it multiple times, even with all the interference and uh, double teaming by Team Dixie. Dixie actually, at one point, the official referee at the beginning was um, All Hebner, and after watching AJ get destroyed by all the men in the ring, All Hebner decided he had enough of it and left. This prompted Dixie to bring out uh, All Hebner's son Brian to make to be the official. But when when AJ almost won the match, uh, uh, the bad influence took out Brian Hebner before he could count the three, so there was no referee. But when it came time for the final 1, 2, 3, Dixie brought out uh, Mark Slick Johnson, I believe is who it was, uh, to count the 1, 2, 3. Magnus is now your official one and only true TNA World Heavyweight Champion. And for all those that say AJ Styles is out of the company or not coming back or whatever, I know his contract went out. I know he's working with Ring of Honor and all these other companies. But if you watch that match and watch how much they had to go through to keep AJ Styles down and how much they built him up in that match, or made him look good in that match, you'll know AJ Styles is not going to be gone very long. So, for all the naysayers and haters of TNA, I believe 2014 there's going to be a huge boom for TNA Impact Wrestling, and it's going to be something to watch in the near future. So, keep an eye out for it, and keep an eye out for my other videos coming up. The rest of my first batch of um, GWA shows I'm creating on the PlayStation 2000, the WWE 2K14 PlayStation game, and also my former videos I once had on here, the soapbox, the soapbox Sunday, Tag Team Tuesday, Women of Wrestling Wednesday, and Solid Gold Saturday. I'm thinking about bringing them all back. So it's gonna be a lot of content on this channel. So keep your eye out for it. But that's it. That's it for Impact Wrestling. That's it for me. I'm out of here. Like, subscribe, comment, and check out the videos to come. I'm Big Dub 360. I'm out of here.